I guess this is take two. I don't know. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. In case this doesn't exactly let me pick up on the on the first part. I don't know. I'm still learning. It's all still a process here over here with me. I just got off of work. I'm halfway taking my jacket off. I barely had time to put this. Pardon me, family, child. I'm so joyous, and spirit is like, you need to go ahead and give this to these folks, because it's, pardon me while I make myself not at work. There has to be a moment when you realize that along your journey, you're not getting any water. You're feeling a little thirsty, a little wanting, and you're wanting to know what's going on, because you feel like you're doing the right thing. But you feel a little bit of stagnation, and you want to know what's going on here. Let me help you out a little bit. As you're coming along your journey, you're crossing a bridge. As you're crossing this bridge, you're only looking on the one side and you're seeing the water that's flowing. And you're thinking that only thing you have to do is keep walking and that water is going to keep flowing. But see, little do you know that as you walk, when you have doubt and you move in that doubt, when you decide you're going to take a rest on that bench, when you decide to set fire to your field of ingredients in a moment of anger, mm, mm, mm. Even sometimes when you have to go back to the gas station because, you know, something ain't right for a hot minute. See, what you're doing, you're throwing stones in this river. And see, and as you're walking and you're crossing this bridge, you see the water over here, but little do you know that those rocks that you have thrown are underneath the bridge that you are walking over, and now you have created a dam. And if you look to the other side, see, I got shit everywhere. I just sat down and started doing this. When you move and you look to the other side, you don't even understand that that river, that source that's coming to you, that life that's coming to you, is gotten down to a trickle. Not saying that it stopped, but saying that it's down to a trickle, because you've put boulders, big rocks, small rocks, and there's still water that's seeping through. But you're trying to figure out how come it seems like what wanting is what spirit keeps giving me. But it feels like you're wanting a little bit. Sometimes it takes the discovery of knowing and looking underneath that bridge for you to realize that you've thrown all those stones underneath there. Sometimes it takes a different perspective on what you're doing for you to realize that you've been almost sabotaging yourself a little bit. See, the bridge that you come across, it's the same bridge every time, but it's a different aspects of your journey. Because at different aspects, thank you, Spirit, at different aspects of your journey, you're going to need different currencies, flowings. What's the word, Spirit? You're going to need a different flow rate of that water, of that source, on different levels of your journey. Just because you don't need a lot now doesn't mean that as you're going along, you're not going to need a lot. Because as you get to know things, you get to be responsible for what you know. And I know I said something right there. As you get to know things, being responsible for what you know in this spirit, in this universe, in this journey, it requires different things. That current that's required, it's going into your field. And at different times, different harvest seasons, you need to irrigate properly. You can't plant different seeds and expect all them seeds to require the same watering. Ashe, Spirit. So going down underneath your bridge and at least kicking some of those rocks and boulders, what does that require? That requires having a spiritual strategy. That requires having a plan and sticking to it. That means being consistent in your discipline and disciplined in your consistency. Because there comes a time for everyone where there's rocks down there. But see, it's never a problem unless you go down there and you put cement up with them rocks. That's when you solidify the dam and you've decided that where you are is where you're going to be and is where you're going to stay. And if that's the choice that you make, by all means, that's for you. But over here, what we're doing, see, we're making that flow more than just a trickle. See, with every block you move, you're releasing that irrigation into your field. You're not seeding something. That's when you're planting it. You're giving something life again. And all depends on the size of the rock you put down there, on the rush of the current that comes. Because when you ride, when you ride that current, when you ride that frequency down, you'll be surprised at what you passed that wasn't getting any water as you're taking this river down. Look to your left and to your right, because when you're crossing this bridge, you're walking the path that's before you. But when you're riding this current, this river down underneath past your bridge, you're able to see all the land that's afforded and for you. that's more than what your eyes can see on this path that you're on. Deciding to move and be what feels natural to you breaks those rocks apart. Because what's natural to you is what's natural in the universe. See, and I have even said this, we're from the stars. But see, there's one thing of saying you're from the stars. One thing knowing that you're from the stars. And then another thing knowing that you're of the stars. When you move, thank you, Spirit, that cosmic flow. See, and Spirit is giving it to me like the rings around the planet. And it's your planet. And this bridge is the bridge going over the rings of your planet. Even though you can only see so far along your path, little do you know that it's your entire planet that your path is affecting. The seeds you plant give a harvest where you've been. There are fruits and vegetables that grow on their own and you don't even have to be there. And if you're good and moving in yourself, you've done that. You've planted gardens. You've planted fields and fields of beautiful trees, plants, herbs. You've given food to the wildlife. Because you've sowed and you've reaped. You haven't left the land untouched by your beautiful grace. And that's when you know your words are creation. Your words create the world around you. Your words are the current that envelop the planet and create the planet that is yours. Understand, family, understand, Ashe, Spirit. When you can think what you want in a joyous manner, and you can decide that what you want is abundance and manifestation, and when you can move in that in that abundance and manifestation, when you decide when things happen that ain't nothing stopping me, baby, when you declare and you decree, then nothing stops you. You move them rocks and you move them boulders. And you are giving your planet a rush of life instead of just a trickle from the stream that once was. I'm feeling this energy, Spirit. I'm feeling this energy. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this. Family, Spirit says that I am done. I am done. Ashe. I am going to go and take a shower because I literally just walked in the door from work. It's raining outside. Spirit, you're so good to me. Tomorrow's my birthday. Today is the 18th. Happy Scorpio season. Happy Scorpio season. Tomorrow's my birthday. And I'm celebrating as the goddess that I am. A week from my birthday. A week from tomorrow. Next Wednesday, I am getting married. Huh. When I say that it is divine, that's a whole nother, and I alluded to it last time, that's a whole nother show. His birthday was the 8th. And the ages that we are equal to 9, respectively. His equal 9, mine equal 9. I'm going to just leave that there and touch on that later. Family, I love you. I'm going to go wash my ass because I just got off of work. Early day. Ow, ow, hey. Peace. Love y'all.